In this Starfield news update video, I will be sharing with you some major news. Bethesda have announced a bunch of new features coming to the game, as well as the first update since launch has released. I will be sharing with you the patch notes of today's update, as well as what features will be coming, and I can tell you now, one of them is DLSS, plus a bunch of others that fans have been requesting. We also get some details on when we can expect official mod support as well. Before we do get into all of today's news though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on Starfield and mod videos too. So Bethesda put out on their official Starfield website today a blog post that discussed what is coming to the game and thanking us for our support. It starts off with an enormous thank you to all of us for playing Starfield and our support. They are blown away by the response and all that we love about the game. They also have been reading our great feedback on what we'd like to see improved or added to the game. Bethesda say that this is a game that we'll be supporting for years and years to come, so please keep all of the feedback coming. So if this is your first Bethesda game, you might not know that Bethesda support their games for many, many years, and this has been reiterated here. They will be continuously adding and changing things about the game over time for years to come. Lack of support is definitely not going to be a thing, given that this game is so popular. We have seen that it had over 6 million players in the first day, and it was the biggest Bethesda game launch ever. Bethesda say, even if we don't get to your requests immediately, we'd love to do it in the future, like city maps. So one of the main issues people have had in terms of gameplay with this game is the awful city maps. They just don't tell you where things are, except for certain districts and landing points. The team say our priority is initially making sure any top blocker bugs or stability issues are addressed and adding quality of life features that many are asking for. So that confirms detailed city maps aren't coming, at least in the near future, but will be coming later down the line at some point. Bethesda also say that the first update that has released since launch, which has gone live today, is a small hotfix targeted at a few top issues that we are seeing. After that, expect a regular interval of updates that have top community requested features, and we'll get into those requested features that have been confirmed to be coming in just a moment, but the first update has now released on both Steam, Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. It comes in at 1GB on Steam, whereas on the Xbox side it is 2.6GB. If you are unsure if you have this update installed, the update version is 1.7.29. And the patch notes are short but are as follows. Performance and stability includes 2 changes, so the Xbox Series X and S have received improved stability related to installations. There has also been stability and performance improvements to reduce crashes and improve frame rates. The next section is quests, and there are 3 pointers in this one, so all money that can buy. They fixed an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker. Into the Unknown fixed an issue that could prevent the quest from appearing after the game is completed. Shadows in Neon fixed an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker. So that update is live right now. As you can see, it's on my PC, it's on my Xbox. You can go check it out for yourself and see if you've had those issues. I personally haven't. See if they've been fixed, they should be. And hopefully you can progress through the game now that you've experienced these issues, and maybe you've got some performance improvements going on there as well, which is good to see. So let's talk about what features have been confirmed by Bethesda coming to the game in the near future. There will be controls for brightness and contrast, as well as a menu for HDR calibration. This is something that is missing and is making use of auto HDR and Windows to activate and things like that. It's not good enough, but I'm glad that it is being addressed in the near future. FOV Slider. It is coming, finally. This is a thing that should have been in the game at launch as well. Absolutely no excuses. However, they did at least confirm it is coming in the near future, which is good to see. And we won't have to just resort to using config tweaks. Finally, I do believe it's actually coming to console because some of the things coming to the game have PC in brackets, whereas the FOV slider doesn't have PC in brackets because NVIDIA DLSS support does have PC in brackets. Yes, they are adding DLSS as an upscaling technology to the game. So we won't have to suffer with FSR anymore or use a mod to put it into the game. It should have been there at launch yet again, but AMD and Bethesda have come to their senses and are putting DLSS officially into the game, which is good. The next PC-specific improvement is going to be 32:9 ultra-wide monitor support. That should have been there at launch as well, but nevertheless, it's coming to the game. And there will also be an eat button for food, which is also a nice touch, so we don't have to keep going into the inventory menu and selecting things to eat. Bethesda keep going by saying that they are working closely with Nvidia, AMD and Intel on driver support. Each update will include new stability and performance improvements for the PC version of the game, so that's good to hear, and hopefully we do see some significant improvements to performance, especially on Intel and Nvidia paired systems, which seem to have been played quite a bit. The next thing Bethesda do talk about is official mod support. This has been a hot topic in the comments of my videos. I've had a lot of people ask me, when is official mod support coming to consoles and things like that. Well, I did say in my previous news update that Todd Howard said in a recent interview that it would be coming next year, and I said it's probably going to be early next year because for Fallout 4 it took about 6 months, something like that. Well, Bethesda say right here that we are working on our built-in mod support creations. That will be working across all platforms, similar to what we've done with Skyrim and Fallout 4. This full support is planned to launch early next year. That's right. Full mod support for consoles is coming early next year. Until then, we know that our PC community is already very active in the modding space, and if you have any feedback on how we can make this better, please do let us know, so that's good to hear. Modding and creating in our games will always be a vital and important part of who we are, and we love seeing the community get off to such a strong start. Keep the feedback coming, we really do read it all, and thank you all again for taking this journey with us, Bethesda. So, a pretty positive blog post, I would say. Yes, a bunch of the features they've confirmed to be coming to the game should have been in the launch version of the game, but at least they have said pretty quickly that, hey, we're working on this stuff, it's coming, stay tuned. And they've dropped an update fixing some game-breaking bugs today, and on top of that, did confirm that they're targeting early next year for official mod support. So overall, I think this is a decent news update from Bethesda themselves. Please do let me know down in the comment section below any of your thoughts on what I've talked about in this video, and do drop a like to help support the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss any future news updates on this game, because I will be covering any future patches that drops for this game. And if you missed any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on the screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.